Today or never. How to change your life in just 24 hours. The wake-up moment. You wake up. You feel tired. You feel heavy. You feel like your life is on repeat. Day after day. The same thoughts. The same habits. The same excuses. And somewhere deep inside, you know the truth. You want more. You want meaning. You want control. You want a life that feels exciting. You want a life that feels worth living. But change feels hard. It feels big. It feels impossible. So you wait. You wait for confidence. You wait for motivation. You wait for the right moment. You wait for life to become easier. But life does not change while you wait. Nothing changes. Not your habits, not your future, not your identity. Waiting becomes a habit, a slow habit, a silent habit, a habit that steals dreams. But today is not about waiting. Today is not the same. Today is different. Today is a beginning. Today is the moment you stop accepting less. Today is the moment you stop pretending you have forever. Today is the moment you decide. Because every strong life begins with one thing, a decision. Not a perfect plan, not full confidence, not motivation, just a decision. A decision that sounds like this: enough. Not one more wasted day. Not one more excuse. Not one more delay. Change does not begin when you feel ready. Change begins when you choose to act, even if you feel scared, even if you feel uncertain, even if you feel unprepared. So let this be your wake-up moment, your turning point, your reset, your line in the sand. Because life is short, time is moving, and no one can live your life for you. You must face yourself. You must face your truth. You must face your potential. And here's the truth you may have forgotten. You are not weak. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are early in your story. You are still becoming the person you can be. You are still building the life you want. You are still learning what you are capable of. Your old life does not define you. Your mistakes do not define you. Your fear does not define you. Your past does not define your future. Today, you redefine yourself. Today, you take responsibility. Today, you decide to change. And change can begin fast. Faster than you think. Faster than your doubt. Faster than your fear. You do not need 5 years. You do not need perfect timing. You do not need permission. You need one day. One day to reset your direction. One day to prove you are serious. One day to break the cycle. That day is today. Not next month. Not next year. Not someday. Today. Or never.
Now stop and breathe. Feel the weight of that truth. Feel the power behind that sentence. Feel how real it is. Because there are only two paths now. The path where nothing changes, or the path where everything changes. You already know the first one. You have lived it. You have felt the frustration. You have felt the regret. You have felt the disappointment of promises you did not keep. So let's choose the second one, the path of action, the path of courage, the path of discipline, the path of self-respect, the path of becoming a stronger version of yourself. This path is not easy, but it is worth it. You will not change your entire life in 24 hours, but you will change the direction, and the direction is everything. A small shift in direction today can create a completely different life in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years. But it all begins now. It begins with one day, one bold day, one committed day, one disciplined day. So here's the truth. If you can control one day, you can control your life. If you can win one day, you can win your future. If you can make one powerful day, you can build momentum. And momentum changes everything. Momentum gives confidence. Momentum creates energy. Momentum builds identity. Momentum turns effort into habit. Momentum turns discipline into lifestyle. So today you build momentum. Today you act. Today you start. And everything begins with the first step. A simple step. A symbolic step. You stand up. You clean your space. Because your environment reflects your mind. When your space is messy, your mind is messy. When your environment is chaotic, your thoughts become chaotic. When your room is full of things you do not need, your life becomes full of things that do not matter. So today, you begin with cleaning. Not for appearance, not for others, but for your identity. When you clean your space, you send yourself a message of direction, a message of commitment, a message of discipline. The message sounds like this:
I am taking control. Pick up one thing, then another, and another. Do not stop until your space feels new, until it feels like a fresh chapter, until it feels like a version of you that is ready for more. While you clean, something happens inside you. Your mind becomes lighter, your thoughts become clearer, your energy becomes stronger. You feel the shift. Now sit down, take a pen, take paper, write one sentence, a powerful sentence.
I am done living on autopilot. Now write another. I am building a new life. One more. I choose discipline over excuses. You do not need a full plan right now. You only need clarity. Clarity brings direction. Direction brings focus. Focus brings transformation.
Now you write the most important question. What do I want my life to look like? Not tomorrow, not next year, but the life you truly want. Write in simple words. Write what feels true. Write without fear. Write without judgment. Write without limits. Let yourself dream. Let yourself imagine. Let yourself want more. Because wanting more is not selfish. Wanting more is growth. Wanting more is human. Once you write your vision, read it again, slowly, carefully, with presence. Something inside you will awaken. Something inside you will whisper, yes, this is who I could be. And that voice is important. That voice is real. That voice is your future calling you. But a dream without action becomes regret. So now we turn vision into reality, step by step, hour by hour, choice by choice. This is the beginning of your 24-hour transformation. You are not waiting. You are doing. You are not hoping. You are building. You are not wishing. You are becoming. And the journey continues. Part 2. Discipline, action, and the 24-hour shift. You now have a vision. You now have a decision. You now have a beginning. But this is where most people stop. They feel inspired. They feel excited. They feel motivated. But they do nothing. Why? Because action feels uncomfortable. Because habits feel stronger than intention. Because the old version of you tries to pull you back. The old version whispers, "Do it later. You can start tomorrow. You're tired. You're not ready." But remember this truth. Excuses feel comforting in the moment, but painful in the long term. Discipline feels uncomfortable in the moment, but powerful in the long term. So today, choose discipline, not motivation, not mood, not convenience. Discipline. Discipline is doing what you said you would do even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is showing up for yourself. Discipline is keeping promises to yourself. Discipline is respect for your own potential. Every time you act with discipline, you grow. Every time you act with discipline, you become stronger. Every time you act with discipline, the old you fades. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to believe in yourself. You begin to build identity. Identity creates destiny. Tell yourself, "I am a disciplined person." Say it again, slowly. "I am a disciplined person." And now you prove it with action, with effort, with consistency.
Now your 24-hour transformation continues, step by step, one task at a time. The next step is your body. Your body carries your energy. Your body carries your confidence. Your body carries your mindset. So move your body. Do not overthink. Do not plan the perfect workout. Do something simple. Walk, stretch, do push-ups, do jumping jacks. Do any movement that makes your blood wake up. When the body wakes, the mind wakes. When the body strengthens, the mind strengthens. When the body moves forward, the spirit follows. And while you move, speak to yourself. Not with doubt, not with weakness, not with fear. Speak with strength. Speak with clarity. Speak with belief. Say, "I am changing. I am getting stronger. I am not going back." These words are not empty. These words create identity. Identity creates behavior. Behavior creates results. And now something important happens. You begin to feel momentum. Momentum feels like energy. Momentum feels like confidence. Momentum feels like possibility. You start to see you can do more than you thought. You start to see the future is open. You start to see hope again. But hope is not enough. Hope must become action. So the next task is simple but powerful. You will remove distractions. Distractions destroy focus. Distractions steal time. Distractions weaken discipline. So put your phone away. Turn off notifications. Close the apps that waste your hours. Stop scrolling. You do not need more information. You need more execution. Now sit in silence for 1 minute. Just breathe. Just sit. Just exist in the present moment. Silence feels strange at first, because your mind is used to noise. Noise from screens, noise from other people, noise from your thoughts. But silence is power. Silence gives clarity. Silence reveals truth. In silence, you begin to face your real life. Not distractions, not illusions, not escapes. Your real life.
And this question rises in your mind. What am I avoiding? Maybe you are avoiding responsibility. Maybe you are avoiding a habit you need to break. Maybe you are avoiding a dream you are afraid to chase. Maybe you are avoiding becoming who you could be. Avoidance feels safe, but it keeps you small. Today, no more avoiding. Today, no more hiding. Today, no more running from your potential. Now you make a list, a simple list. 3 things, just 3. 3 things you need to do today that will move your life forward. Not entertainment, not comfort, not distraction.
3 meaningful actions. Write them. Do not think too long. You already know them. They live in your mind. They chase you. You feel the weight of them every day. Maybe it's organizing your finances. Maybe it's learning a skill. Maybe it's finally starting on a project. Maybe it's sending a message you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, write them down. 1, 2, 3. That is your mission. Not 10 tasks, not a full reset plan. Just 3. Now choose the hardest one first. Not the easiest, not the quickest, not the most comfortable. The hardest. Why? Because the hardest task is the one that controls your life. Once you do the hardest thing, everything else becomes easy. So begin. Do not wait. Do not search for motivation. Do not think too much. Start. Even if you feel slow, even if you feel unsure, even if you feel nervous. Action creates clarity. Action creates confidence. Action creates momentum. And as you work, something powerful happens. Your mind begins changing. Your thoughts become stronger. Your energy becomes sharper. Your self-belief grows. You begin to realize something important. You are not powerless. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. You are capable. You are improving. You are becoming disciplined. And discipline creates freedom. Freedom from regret. Freedom from fear. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from the old story you told yourself. You begin to understand the truth. You were never lacking ability. You were lacking consistency. Now, you are breaking the old pattern. You are building a new one, a stronger one, a disciplined one, a courageous one, a committed one. When you finish your 3 tasks, pause, stand still, breathe, feel the difference. You have not transformed the world in one day, but you have transformed yourself. And that is the foundation of everything. Now look at your life again. Look at your room. Look at your list. Look at your actions. Look at the way you feel. You are not the same person from this morning. You have changed direction, and direction is destiny. Now it is time for reflection. Reflection makes progress real. Reflection makes learning deep. Reflection turns action into understanding. Ask yourself these questions and write the answers. What did I do well today? What did I learn today? What will I continue tomorrow? Write with honesty. Write with clarity. Write with responsibility. Then write one final sentence. I am proud of myself today. Because you should be. You showed up. You acted. You honored your potential. And now you rest. Not as escape, not as avoidance, but as recovery. Rest with peace. Rest with meaning. Rest with dignity. Because when you wake tomorrow, you continue. Not with the old identity, but with the new one you created today. Today was the shift. Today was the reset. Today was the beginning. Today or never. You chose today.
and the journey continues. Part 3. Becoming the person you were meant to be. You completed the day. You showed discipline. You took action. You broke the pattern. But the real transformation does not happen in one single day. It begins in one day, and it continues every day after. This is where most people fail. They believe transformation is a moment, but transformation is a process, a consistent process, a daily process. One day can change direction, but daily action builds a new identity. Daily discipline builds a new life. Daily choices shape your future. So now the question becomes clear. Will you continue? Will you wake up tomorrow with the same intention? Will you continue when motivation fades? Will you continue when life gets busy? Will you continue when doubt whispers again? Because doubt will return, fear will return, distraction will return. Old habits will try to take their place again. Change is not a single victory. It is a series of victories, one day at a time. So now you shift your mindset. You stop thinking in years. You stop thinking in impossible goals. You stop thinking in overwhelming expectations. Instead, you think in days. One day. Repeated. If you can win one day, you can win 10. If you can win 10 days, you can win 100 days. If you can win 100 days, you can change your life forever. You do not need perfection. You need consistency. Tell yourself, I will continue, not perfectly, but consistently. Because consistency builds habits. Habits build character. Character builds destiny. And now it is time to build new habits. Small habits, simple habits, habits that strengthen the future you. Wake early. Clean your space. Move your body. Study something new. Work on your goals. Reflect. These simple habits create a powerful life. Not fast, but steadily. And steady growth becomes unstoppable growth. Because every time you repeat a habit, you repeat a message to your mind, a message to your identity. I am becoming the person I want to be. And identity is everything. When you change your identity, your behavior changes. When your behavior changes, your results change. When your results change, your life changes. Most people say, when my life changes, I will act differently. But the truth is the opposite. When you act differently, your life will change. So act like the person you want to become. Not later, not someday, now. Ask yourself, how would the future version of me behave today? The disciplined version, the confident version, the successful version, the fearless version, the focused version.
Would that version hit snooze? Would that version scroll for hours? Would that version make excuses? No, that version takes action. That version protects focus. That version respects time. So step into that version now. Not when you feel ready, not when you feel confident. Act first. Feel later. Identity follows action. Now you create structure. Structure protects growth. Structure protects future. Structure protects focus. Make 3 rules for yourself. Simple rules. Rules you will follow every day. For example, no phone for the first hour after waking. Move your body every day. Work on your goals for at least 1 hour. 3 rules. Clear rules.
non-negotiable rules. These rules become your foundation. These rules guide your behavior. These rules remove decision fatigue. Because when something becomes a rule, you do not question it, you follow it. And every time you follow your rules, you build self-respect. Self-respect is power. Self-respect is confidence. Self-respect is freedom. Now you understand something important. The goal is not motivation. The goal is self-respect. When you respect yourself, you choose what strengthens you, not what comforts you. You choose discipline over distraction, growth over stagnation, action over fear. Now your future becomes clear. Not perfect, but possible. Real. Because you proved something today. You proved that you can change. You proved that you can act. You proved that you are not controlled by old habits anymore. And this proof changes how you think about yourself. You are no longer the version of you who waits. You are no longer the version who gives up. You are no longer the version who doubts everything. You are the version who starts. You are the version who continues. You are the version who builds. You are the version who grows. Now imagine yourself 1 year from today. A stronger body, a clearer mind, a disciplined lifestyle, better habits, better confidence, better decisions, better future. You look back at this day, this one decision, and you realize something powerful. This day changed everything. Because this day changed you. Not with luck, not with magic, not with shortcuts, but with action, with discipline, with belief, with consistency. A new life begins with one sentence. Today, I start. You already started. You already changed direction. You already stepped forward. Now the only thing left is commitment. Not for one day, but for every day you choose a better life. And if you ever forget, repeat this truth. It is not too late. You are not too slow. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are capable. You are learning. You are improving. You are growing. And the world has not seen your best yet. Your story is not finished. It is just beginning. Today or never. You chose today. Now, keep going. Keep becoming. Keep building. Keep rising. The future belongs to you.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.